The electric vehicle industry hasn't seen any big leaps, till just recently. Mercedes introduced the new CLA, which brought a 500-mile electric range, something that was unheard of a couple of years ago. Well, there is another brand that is tearing up the rulebook and breaking every industry standard. That is this car. This is the new BMW iX3. Let's have a look to see what this brilliant car is like. Welcome to Everything Cars and More. So let's start with the design. The new BMW iX3 is the first of BMW's Neue Klasse design language, and I really think this is the best BMW we have seen in years. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section below, and whilst you are at it, don't forget to like and subscribe. Right then, to start with, we get this small light up kidney grille, and these are small in comparison to other BMWs. These connect to the headlights with this thick black bar, which has a cool 3D effect lighting system. The headlights also have this boomerang LED daytime running light signature, which I do really like, and at night the whole front end of the car looks very futuristic and concept-like. The whole design also harks back to the classic BMWs, which again I do quite like. Lower down we get a central air vent and some slim side vents which look very good and modern. We also get a new BMW logo for the first time, giving it a simplified look. Moving around to the side of the new iX3 and we get a very simplified design. To start with, we get these huge wheel arches and this crease along the lower edge, as well as a slightly muscular design to the rear. You also get a decent amount of glass area too, with some hidden glass seals, a very Range Rover-esque feel. What is also nice are these pop-out door handles, and these cool, almost Volvo looking door mirrors. Moving around to the back, and just like the front, we get a very different design to what we are usually used to. I can sort of see a bit of 7 Series, but apart from that, the similarities end. We get these thin but wide tail lights that have some very cool graphics in them. Unfortunately, no, you don't get a full width light bar, but I am okay with this. We do get this indent though for the BMW logo, just like the front bumper. Talking of the bumper, we have this minimalistic design giving it a premium feel. There are some gloss black panels as well as some aerodynamic parts to it, which is nice. We also get the new BMW typeface for the first time. Right, let's have a look to see what battery and motor options you can have with the new BMW iX3. So, from launch, the BMW iX3 is only available with one option. This is the 50 xDrive model. This uses a 109 kWh battery pack and has a dual motor setup, giving it 4-wheel drive and 462 brake horsepower. This can do 0 to 62 within 4.9 seconds and has about a 498 mile range on average, which is very good for this type of car. Charging time is also very good at 400 kilowatts, and this can be charged from a 400 volt or 800 volt charger too. In the future there will be lesser powered models making the iX3 even cheaper, but there will also be M-Lite models as well as the full fat iX3M for the first time, which we can definitely not wait for. Now you may be thinking, what is the price for all of this? Will it be expensive? But actually it isn't. The starting price of the new BMW iX3 starts at £59,630, which for an electric premium SUV isn't too bad. Right, let's have a look to see what the interior is like. So, every 20 years or so, BMW has a tendency to completely defy what a car interior should look like. This was done in 2001 with the BMW 7 Series, and now this car, the iX3. The interior of this car is unlike any other car on the market, and it really feels concept-like. Right, to start with, the dashboard sits quite low down, which may not be to everyone's taste, but this is to make way for the new panoramic iDrive system. This is actually a huge heads-up display that is projected onto a black panel on the windscreen. It actually works very well and feels like an actual screen. This panel houses your instrument cluster as well as a few shortcut widgets that are customizable. Moving towards the driver, we get a new central screen running the latest iDrive X operating system. Again, this is nothing like what any other BMW has. It is this awkward shape on it, and this houses a few pieces of important information. Now, it does sort of work like iDrive 9, but it has been simplified quite a lot so it is easier to use on the move. Especially now that the legendary iDrive controller has now completely gone. Really, going through the infotainment system is a whole different video in itself. If you would like to see a video of this, then let me know in the comments section below. The centre console is minimalistic and has very few buttons on it, but it is functional. You also get wireless charging for your phones too. The overall design of the iX3 is actually quite pleasant with a lot of premium materials. I also quite like these new seats too, as they are quite comfy. Now for the bit that I don't like, the steering wheel. What were BMW thinking? Now, I don't mind the design of it. In fact, I don't mind the steering wheel at all, but it doesn't need to have this fourth spoke up top. It looks silly personally. Now, you can have a different four-spoke design which doesn't look as bad, but it isn't as good as any other previous BMW steering wheels. Now, I do hope there will be a better one in the future, especially for the iX3M. Also, unfortunately, the controls are touch sensitive too, which is a big shame. Right, with that rant over, let's have a look to see what the rear seats are like. So, climbing back of the rear seats, and you're welcomed with a vast amount of legroom, as well as headroom. The rear seats are also very supportive. The floor isn't as high as other electric cars either, meaning that you can sit in the back a lot comfier. And there isn't even a hump in the middle, meaning that sitting 3 people in the back is that bit easier too. The rear seats are also quite supportive, unlike some other electric cars, which is nice. Materials are also good too, and you can have your own climate control, USB-C ports, as well as an armrest and also your own tablet holder too. Overall then, not too bad. Let's have a look to see what the boot is like. So, opening the boot to the new BMW iX3, and you're welcomed with 520 litres of space, which is 10 more than the previous version. Folding the seats down 40-20-40 split, and this extends to 1,750 litres. Now, these are less than the normal X3 versions, but it is close to other electric SUV rivals. You also get a front boot which is 58 litres in size for your charging cables, but this may be a bit bigger on the single motor versions, and it is definitely a lot more than what you got on the previous iX3, which didn't actually have one. So in summary then, what do I think of the new BMW iX3? Well, considering it looks nothing like any current BMW, it certainly has the feel of a BMW, and it also goes like a BMW too. This one is seriously an impressive electric SUV, and there will be plenty more to come with BMW too, with the launch of the new 3 Series and iX1. We may even see an electric car get above 500 miles, which would be absolutely excellent. If this is the future of BMW, then the premium car market segment has just heated up a lot. Watch out, Audi and Mercedes. So, what do you think of this car then? Leave a comment below, and whilst you're at it, don't forget to give a like and subscribe to Everything Cars and More. I'll see you in the next video.